All right, today we're going to be talking about specificity as far as workouts go, right? So, say you have a goal to get better at basketball. That's going to be the workout regimen for today. Let's say your goal is to get better at basketball. Well, basketball involves a combination of power, agility, and stop and go movements, right? So, to improve at those things, the exercises that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing high skips, lateral shuffles, like for footwork and agility. And then we're also going to tie in a hit workout. That's going to keep us moving, keep us on the go for the stop and go movements, right? So hit as far as burpees, jumping jacks, squats, lunges, jumping squats, um, mountain climbers, and we're gonna do this hit circuit a total of 5 times with 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, right? So specificity is basically when you focus on the exact movements, energy systems, and muscle groups that are required for your specific goal. So our goal is basketball, so we're focusing on exercises that are going to benefit us playing basketball. So we're not going to work on, tackling, because there's no tackling in basketball, right? That's a football thing. So for runners, it will be running itself. You know, you have to run to get better at running. There's no other way around it, right? While for weightlifters, it will be, targeting a specific muscle. Like if you want to get better at squats, you would target your thighs, right? And the reason for this is to is that the body adapts to the specific stress that is placed on it, right? So training in a way that is going to affect you when you play, so for basketball, training in a way that is going to correlate to how you play basketball is going to be more efficient, and it's going to give you faster results for getting better at basketball. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the AVO2 difference. The AVO2 difference is basically the difference between the amount of blood, not amount of blood, the amount of oxygen in the arterial blood that is arriving at the muscles or the tissues, versus the oxygen in the venous blood that is leaving it, right? So, as you know, blood comes through the arteries, goes to the arterioles, then it hits the capillary beds and the tissues. That is the difference. That is where we're calculating the difference in the capillary beds and tissues of muscles. So the blood coming in through the arterioles and arteries, or through the arteries and arterioles, versus the blood leaving it through the venules and veins. So for today's exercise, we're going to be doing a 4-mile run, right? Because aerobic exercise, long distance runs are aerobic. They use oxygen, right? And so aerobic exercises use the AVO2 difference because aerobic exercise increases the muscle's need for oxygen. So the greater the difference, the more oxygen that is being extracted. So that's a good thing. Increase of the AVO2 difference is a good thing. It's a major factor for improving cardiovascular endurance, which is what happens when you do a 4-mile run. You need endurance. That is an endurance run. Okay, for today's video, we're going to be talking about muscle fiber type shift, right? So to get us all warm and fuzzy on what muscle fiber types are, there are 3 types: type 1, type 2A, and then type 2X. So type 1 is the slow twitch muscle fiber, slow to fatigue, and used for endurance. So the way we're going to tie that into our workout today is a long distance run, right? So a long distance run converts fast twitch type 2A or type 2X to slow twitch type 1 to improve the fatigue resistance, and it requires sustained effort. Okay, so then you have your type 2A and your type 2X. These are both fast twitch muscles. However, type 2A uses oxidative glycolytic. It's oxidative glycolytic, and type 2X is just glycolytic, right? Type 2A is more so intermediate, intermediate, exercises, while type 2X is for high bursts of high intensity, short bursts of high intensity exercise. So to tie that into our workout today, we're going to be doing HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training, and plyometrics, right? These exercises can shift from the muscle fibers from slow twitch, so from a regular walk, to fast twitch by demanding a high power output and speed. So you need a lot of power in order to continuously do burpees and continuously do mountain climbers and continuously do jumping jacks. So it requires bursts of energy and bursts of power. So you switch from your slow twitch to your fast twitch.